It's just an impossibility, and they know it. People who know what has happened, they know that it's an impossibility for you to be in the right space in your mind because of what has happened to you. They created a different sort of human, and everything you do, everything that happens, that you must remember that. You must remember that, okay? This is Sherry Veronica. Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. I just received a voice note, but I can't put up the voice note because it was to me and the person gave their name. So I have to say, well, I'm going to say what I heard on the voice note, okay? Now, the person was saying that they know Xavier. They called him Xavier. And when this person wrote about him, they had an X and a Z, and I thought maybe it was a bad spelling, so I corrected it. But yeah, but X and then Xavier. Okay, so the person said Xavier. Okay, so they're saying that he and Maddie, also known as Ebony, they used to fight all the time. In fact, she usually got the upper hand. She was the abusive one, allegedly in the relationship, and she and him fought all the time. And the guy, Xavier, he had like 3 complaints at the Barbados police service, some sort of station where they lived. He had complaints against her because, yeah, she was pretty vicious, allegedly. She used to beat him up. So that particular day, it seems as though they were fighting, and Ebony, she had a knife. No, she had a scissors. And the person is saying that they saw when Xavier ran out of the house in his boxers. That's what they're saying, that they actually saw him run out of the house to get away from her, and he was in his boxers. And then he went back into the house and he was trying to get the scissors from Maddie, Ebony, okay? Her nickname is Maddie. He was trying to get the scissors from Ebony, and it seems as though in the little tussle, she fell on the scissors. She actually fell. This is what I am hearing, that she fell on the scissors, and because she was like bleeding profusely, he took her to the hospital, and he gave his name, everything, when he took her to the QEH. And because his clothing was soiled, he told them he's going to go home to change, to come back. And on his way home, they called him and told him that she had died, and he drove right to the police station. That's what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing, that he didn't drive home, he didn't try to hide, he drove right to the police station. So let's say that we take this on the face of what it is, prima facie. Let's say we take it on the face of what it is, that what I got in a voice note after I put up the last video on YouTube. Let's say that it is the truth and nothing but the truth, that Xavier Taylor-Ifill was trying to get a weapon out of the hands of Ebony Downs temporal. Let's say that did happen, and in the scuffle she fell on the knife. How would that, should that even be manslaughter? Should it even be a manslaughter charge? Because it's not as though on the face of the voice note, it's not as though he did it. He didn't do it. She fell on something that she had in her hand, and she was the aggressor, allegedly. But let's take it for what it is. Let's go with this side of this particular argument. I don't know if it's an argument, but let's go with this side of the story, that he was the one who was being abused in that relationship, and he fended off, like blows and that kind of stuff every now and again. But this one got out of hand, and when he tried to like get the scissors out of her hand. There was some sort of, fall, mishap. These things do happen. Sometimes you can do something that seems simple, but you just hit the wrong spot. That's all it is. All it is for you to hit the wrong artery, the wrong vein, just to hit the wrong spot. It's misadventure. It's just something that happens. So should Xavier Taylor-Ifill even be charged? Like the person was saying, sometimes you get yourself involved in situations, and when the shit hits your fan, you know how it goes. You need to get yourself out. How is he going to get himself out of this? How is he going to get himself out of this? So then the only way he can get himself out of this predicament that he found himself in is to bring up her past and her lifestyle, and people know that she could be very aggressive. All this allegedly, she was, people are gonna, you Bajans, you love Ebony, you love the Natleys, they're just lovely people. Okay, leave it as that. Leave it as that. Lovely people, salt of the earth. Okay, but what about Xavier? What about the Xaviers in these relationships? Okay, whether the Xavier could be male or female. What do you say when you get tangled? You call it entanglement. When you get entangled in these types of relationships, and then it goes sour, it goes bad, like really bad. What do you have to say for people like Xavier? The Xaviers of this world, because some guys do get abused in relationships. Okay? Guys do get abused in relationships. Okay? And, Ebony, she seemed to have had a hard start because she was a ward at GIS. So she had a hard start too. Where do you go? Where do you go from there? Where do you go from there? Should Xavier be just sent home and her death be a misadventure or just an accident that she caused? Would you feel okay with that? Are you going to be okay with that? Should you be okay with that? And then does it leave a hole, or does it leave an avenue for other people to squeeze in? Because a lot of Barbadian males, when they do things like that, they say, oh, she attacked me, I was just defending myself. So there is that component. So where do you go from here? Should Xavier be set free? Should he even hold a charge for manslaughter? Because what if what I got in the voice note is absolutely correct? Should he even be held for manslaughter? It's I don't know. I think he should. I think if what I heard in the voice note, that she was very aggressive and that he was the one abused in the relationship, and it wasn't as though, according to the voice note, he didn't take it and forcefully put something inside her body that was an insult to her body. She fell on her own sword. I think the police should let him go. If what we're hearing, if what I heard in that voice note is correct, I think the Barbados Police Service should let him go. He has a young baby with her that needs a father. The mother's gone, and I think that they need to look at all sides of this. Does he have a record? How old is he? Is he a troublemaker? Oh yeah, but somebody said that he's a THIF. Somebody just said that they were feeding him and he went into the house, and so somebody has something to say about him. But is he redeemable? Is Xavier redeemable, especially with this that has happened? It could shock him into some sort of reality. You get shocked into I better go the right route, go and get a job. I have a baby. Just do the right thing. Is this going to do that for him? You don't know. You can't know. You just cannot. You don't know what's going on inside the head of a human, especially one that has been through the history of what Barbadians and other places have been through. I for one think that slavery created a different species. I think that. Okay, you cannot get me to not think that. I shouldn't say believe. I think that slavery created a different sort of human, and everything you do within the law, everything, especially in the islands and places where it has happened wholesale, anything you do within the law, you have to recognize that. You have to recognize that, okay? You're not yourselves. You're not in the right place in your minds. It's just...
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.